guys, I'm back, Ryan with Driven, and I am super stoked today because I right now am in a BMW M6. This is legitimately the coolest car I've ever driven. I am here with William Dotson. He is with Pre-Owned of Columbia, and they have been super kind to let me drive some ultra awesome cars. So we're out driving around right now, and I'm going to kind of give you my opinion of the car. I'm going to let William here talk a little bit about what he does for Pre-Owned of Columbia, and he can start doing that now if he wants.
Got it. What's up, guys? Again, William Dotson, Pre-Owned of Columbia. My friends call me Will. We're opening up a new store in town, and our motto is from a farm truck to a Ferrari. If you want it, we can get it for you, and that's nothing but the truth. Ryan picked out a few real high-line, beautiful rides to look at today, and as he said, we're in the M6, but I've got cars for everybody at my lot. We specialize in the pre-owned, and it is an extension of Mercedes-Benz pre-owned inventory, so they're all standing tall. Everything you'd expect from buying from Mercedes in town here. Drilling Automotive's a great industry, or a great organization in the industry, the best in the Midwest as far as I'm concerned, and it makes it easy to love what we do, and that's what you look for when you're trying to find somebody to get a car from, somebody that likes what they're doing because they're happy that way. What do you think, Ryan?
I think that I'm just really excited to be here, to be perfectly honest with you.
In a car like this, I don't have to do much.
You don't
I
have
really
to do
just
much
sit
at all.
back for the ride and talk like this. So
Exactly.
You're getting a good idea of what I get to do
No,
on
I
the daily.
love it. I love it. Now, we've been driving this car here for just a couple of minutes, and I can already tell you that it's a lot smoother than I expected. Anytime I hear BMW M Series, I immediately think that it's going to be a sharp-edged, raw rocket machine, and I think that's sort of the way that BMW used to do it, but they're finding that some of their buyers don't really appreciate not having something that, you know, rides nice at that sort of, you know, close to six-figure price tag. So
Robust.
this thing, yeah. And I immediately thought I was going to get in this thing and it was going to be like, you know, like a Viper, like just a hammer, a tool for just going fast. And I immediately, this is 10 times more comfortable than anything that I've ever driven. It rides so smooth, and I'm sure that we can put it in some sort of sport mode and stiffen that up if we want to, because that's the way BMW does it. I'm seeing the suspension button right here, yep. So we'll try that out. Sport Plus. Ooh.
That's going to be your most dynamic mode. The Sport Plus is pretty incredible.
And I can feel that it tightened up the steering too. I believe this has electric power steering, which years ago was kind of the bane to steering, you know, in a sports car like this. But over the years, they've been able to sort of tune that out and make it to where it actually it's a lot tighter and you get more road feel. I'm literally getting road feel just like it was a hydraulic steering car right now. So that's some good stuff. We're not in a place where I can really open this thing up, but you know, even in Sport Plus, this
still rides nice.
It still rides really nice, yeah.
What's neat about the M6 too is you can control you can have sport steering over a luxury suspension if you want to. You can control them individually. One of the big things that customers like when they're looking at these cars.
Oh, you just put me in Sport Plus steering too.
I did put you in Sport Plus steering. I wanted you to get the full effect because I think we're going to find somewhere to open it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think
I hope.
Well, I mean, we're going to take it right here and we're going to see where that puts us.
Very good.
And just so all of my viewers know, we always do this on a closed course. We make it look very much like it's out on the streets, but there's no speeding going on.
No,
it's all completely safely, and I think we're going to slow down here just a little bit, let this open up for just a second. We're going to see how it goes. Oh my, okay. And the good news is it has incredible brakes too.
That's a thrill. That's incredible. Wow.
And you know, I drive a little Volkswagen GTI, which has a dual clutch transmission like this, but this seems to shift a lot smoother. Mine shifts real harsh, and this, man, just BMW's, they've got this sport luxury thing figured out.
Figured out, right?
They really do. There's one of my buddies, Tanner, in his red Z going down the road there, and we're gonna hope that maybe some more traffic opens up here for us. Man, this thing is like, I would think that I was in a 7 Series right now, just floating down the road.
Absolute pleasure, right? Yeah. A lot of room in here too.
Feels great. Yeah, I could probably even manage to squeeze into the back seat. I've done a couple of videos where we try and get big guy into the back seat of a tiny car, and that's always it's always you know, really entertaining for everybody but me. It's not very entertaining for me. I gotta be the big fat guy getting in the back seat of a tiny little car. Later on, we're gonna be driving an even smaller car, but
we'll save that.
We'll save that for another day. So anyway, so this is kind of just my driving impression, and this is, I believe it's giving me the speed limit in the heads-up display off to the left of my actual speed.
You got it.
Which is pretty incredible. I mean, I've seen it before where it shows it in the navigation screen and things like that.
This one flashes right on the HUD, yeah.
This one actually shows you how fast you should be going. Well, right now we're literally actually going under the speed limit because we're behind some Toyota truck, but it looks like he took off a little bit, so we'll follow suit. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Wow, that feels so smooth. And that was really quick all the way up to the speed limit there.
Did you hit it fast?
We're not going to talk too much about how fast that was, just because, you know, it doesn't matter.
It's amazing what they do with 55, 60.
It is. That's quite incredible. Wow, okay. Well, what's funny is the heads-up display, you guys can't see this, but the heads-up display right now doesn't know how fast the speed limit is. So it's got 3 dots, which maybe it just kind of picked up on what we were doing there, and it said, you know what? You don't really care about the speed limit, do you? Oh, let's get this corner here. Oh man, this car is incredible. This car really kind of punches above the weight class of any car that I've ever really been behind the wheel of. I mean, and honestly, I've been behind the wheel of some cool cars. I've driven, you know, a Ferrari. I've driven a couple of all kinds of ages of Corvettes, and most recently I drove a Hellcat Challenger for one of the Cars and Coffee guys out of St. Louis.
Saw that.
And that thing was fun, and it was super fun in the straight line. Had a lot of features in it, but boy, it didn't ride or handle anywhere near this.
This is what I do, Ryan. I can help everybody get behind the wheel of an awesome car.
Yeah.
That's what I specialize in.
Oh man. Boy, well I wish you could figure out a way to finance this thing for about 30 years for me, and I would take you up on that offer in a minute. Unfortunately, right now it's V-dub life for me. Hey, German car's a German car though, right?
That's right. It's great to ride in too. I was kind of wondering what it'd be like as for the passenger, but it's an amazing ride over here.
Oh, and I can be honest with you, the seats in this thing, they're adjustable in what seems like a gazillion ways, and this leather feels like butter. And the steering wheel leather feels,
I was super impressed with the wheel. It feels great.
And what's important in a car like this is the overall feel of everything in the interior, and I can see right from here, everything that I see is either carbon fiber or leather, and it all feels good and it all looks good. And kudos to BMW for building this car. And I realized it was it was built to a price point, but irregardless of that, or regardless of that, my wife would give me some crap for saying irregardless.
Fine automobile.
Regardless of that, it's a great car.
The Harman Kardon sounds great too. It's hard to display that, but it sounds incredible.
Well, we're hopefully gonna throw in some exhaust clips of this car before the GoPro fell off the car, which yeah,
my bad.
No, well, I don't know if it was anybody's bad. Maybe it's my bad for not getting it stuck to the back bumper good. But kudos also to GoPro for building a nice, solid, strong camera that we're still using to record, even after falling off of the back of a car. So we're gonna turn around up here in this guy's driveway and head on back to the shop. God, brakes.
Right?
All right, now let's figure out how to get it. Oh, reverse is simple. Back up.
That's it.
All right. And go back and drive.
I like the simulated shift.
Ah, I do too. Woo! Yeah, okay. Yep. That's about all I need.
It's a different kind of fast. It's just amazing, yeah.
It's really funny because if I was doing the same thing in my car, I would be afraid. But I'm in this car right
Yeah.
now, and it feels like, oh, I know I'm going really fast, and I'm watching the speedometer change numbers more fast than the speedometer can even keep up with, and yet I'm not afraid.
It's solid.
It really brings out the confidence, and man,
brings out the driver in you.
I gotta be honest with you. I started doing this a couple of months ago, and I did not think that someone would be flipping me the keys to a car of this caliber to take out for a spin. But boy, am I really glad I started doing this, because if anything, you know, YouTube might not pay the bills, but I get to drive some pretty awesome stuff. And this road is actually a really good road for testing the cornering ability of this car, especially in the Sport Plus mode. It
straightens them right out.
Definitely going a lot faster than I think I would in my own car. Which, oh man, these rolling corners are beautiful for this. And honestly, the scenery out here is
perfect. Yeah, Sunday
pretty
drive.
incredible as well. I'm glad that this is pretty close to the dealership, so that we could get this done. Man, God, I love this car. You know, in many ways, I'm really glad to be driving it. In other ways, I know that I got to give the keys back to you.
I've got to turn them in.
You got to turn them back in.
I got to turn them back in. It's been a good day, though.
Of course, you know, the difference is come Monday morning, if you really wanted to drive this thing again.
That's true. I do love my
job. You can take it out for a little
job.
spin. You can be like, hey, I got to show this to so-and-so down the street.
It's down the street.
I'll be back here in a couple hours. Don't worry about it.
That's it.
He didn't want to buy. Oh well.
Oh, so true.
So, William, I like to ask a lot of people, or Will.
Yeah, Will's great.
Will.
Absolutely.
I like to ask a lot of people just a couple of questions about themselves. And
For sure.
I'll probably try and change up the questions a little bit from car to car that we go here. But
Okay.
Will, what was your first car?
I had a really great first car. It was a '93 Saturn, 4-door. My mom had it first. We bought it brand new. I drove it for a few years. My dad drove this thing for a few years. The long story short, the odometer stopped working at 300,000.
Oh wow.
We continued to drive it to work. It became a mouse nest. It became a rolling mouse nest, and we finally parked it. But the old Saturn, the '93 Saturn, went down driving. Really great car. I remember everything about it. I remember being in high school telling my buddies, we can put a body kit on it. We can do this. we can do that. You know,
Put a loud muffler on it.
That's it. That's exactly right. It's what I had. But yeah, '93 Saturn, right?
Wow. Okay. So you didn't have to worry about door dings.
Absolutely not.
That is,
No, it was the king of the door ding.
Yes, that's a thing that they had plastic body panels on the
Yep.
Saturns. I believe every Saturn pretty much had
I think
plastic,
that's
at least
true.
plastic door skins or something.
It was really
remember,
being young and going to the dealership and the salesman taking his fist and banging in the body panel and it popping right back.
That,
Yeah,
actually. I gotta be honest, I had a moment of anger with the lady that I used to be with, and she had a Saturn, and I was like, I'm gonna punch it, and I punched it, and I broke my hand on
did
it.
not break the door.
But no, not a scratch.
Like a cartoon.
It was
Yeah,
perfect. No, it was fantastic. I learned my lesson that night.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you know, if you're gonna get angry at something, get angry at something that you cannot break.
That's it. Heard it here first. Punch a Saturn door.
That's right. Punch a Saturn door. Exactly. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we are headed back to the dealership right now.
Pre-owned of Columbia.
Yep,
Sorry, Ryan.
pre-owned of Columbia. Sorry.
1510 I-70 Drive, right next to, it's just down from Mercedes, honestly. And you can stop and see me at either place. I wanted to make sure and plug that. I do represent new Mercedes-Benz as well as the pre-owned of Columbia. Again, 1510 I-70 Drive, Will Dotson.
Also, phone number.
573-719-8050 is a direct line to me. You can also reach us at 886-7065. 573-886-7065.
And I'm going to throw this out there for you. Email.
I love that. W.Dotson@Drewing Auto. Drewing, D-R-E-W-I-N-G. Drewing Auto. That's the organization I work for. Great guys. Great to be around. We can really change your idea of buying cars at Drewing Automotive.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this video up here as we head on back to the dealership. And I would just like to thank you very much for letting me drive this awesome car.
You got it, man.
And hopefully we'll have a little bit more fun in the future. So
That's it. Sounds
we'll
great.
see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.